What's up, y'all? It's your girl Erica here, and yeah, I'm a bit of a mess, but I really just wanted to deliver a message. So, I've been really proud of myself for the inner work I've been doing. I mean, it has been like 3 days of intense clearing. And before I kind of get into that, I wanted to back it up and say, everywhere that you feel physical pain is actually something else that is just trying to get your attention. Um, we're going to be talking about migraines today. And migraines used to be something I got quite frequently. When I got into the spiritual and energetic healing and evolving journey, I was talking to my coach about this, and they were bad. Like, they would take me out for like 3 days, and it was horrible. And I got into, talking to my coach, Sarah, about this, and she had informed me that when you have a migraine, it is because there's something there that's against what your soul is wanting for you, and you're like living against what it is. It can also be, anything stored, any trapped emotions. This is just, all this is kind of coming to the light now, like when you feel angry or you feel sad and you shove it down into yourself, like it's going to create an energy of pain in your body somewhere. Okay. So when I started basically the beginning of my healing journey and I had to go into this isolation phase, I had to learn what was mine and what wasn't, because as an empath, you can take on the energy of anyone around you, really, and it makes you like do things, act ways, take on traits, and you just don't even know if they're even yours. And I would work at doing the healing, the clearing, and I would really just remember when I would step out of that comfort zone that I had to create for myself and go around, like, especially my mom. If I would go over there, I would notice that it would cause me a severe migraine after being around her. And so, not that I went over there all that much anyways, but anytime I would kind of try, I would notice that would happen. And it would also happen with my ex a little bit too. And when they're really, really, really bad, like basically nothing helps, that is your body screaming for help. It's something screaming for help. And so many people deal with this and they don't understand what it is. They really think it's either a medical issue or like a health issue, and it's actually buried emotions, buried feelings, and you can come out of it. So, I understand that the pain is very real, okay? Like, yeah, I had definitely had to take some ibuprofen for it during, certain times. I've done I've taken things to relieve that physical pain in the moment, but then kind of dive deeper when I feel that I'm better, to like dive into that, get into a very deep meditation, find out, okay, what is this pain trying to teach me? Because you hear that, when the pain is done teaching you, it will leave you. And I've just been so intrigued by all of this, really. I mean, I have really just dove in and just become so dedicated to this healing and this evolving that, you know, I am so in tune with my body and my own energy at this point. When I feel anything subtle, I like question it. Wait, what is this? Where is this from? You know, like, let's handle this. Okay, let's do it, you know, because I've learned to see either physical pain or a trigger or, you know, anything as a gift and an opportunity to ascend and clear. And so these past few days, the Mercury retrograde shadow has really been bringing up a lot of physical pain by way of a migraine for me. And, you know, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I may have just, oh, I have a headache, and pass it off, take a couple ibuprofen and try to move along with the day, not even knowing, you know. And this is what I feel like most of society has been taught. Like, take this pill, you know. This is not true healing. And yes, I understand sometimes it is necessary because you're stuck in a situation and that's how you have to cope. I'm lucky now that, you know, I have this space to do it. Like, and a lot of people who are trapped in this survival mode for years and years and years, some of it, it's like when they finally come out of that, they do just sleep a lot. They sleep a lot. They cry a lot. I mean, I had to go through 2, maybe even 3, like, but I mean, I was straight up crying and sleeping and not eating, not even able to get up because I was like crippled by the pain that had been residing in me this whole time that I've basically ignored because I was in survival mode. I couldn't think about my own pain. I couldn't think about myself. I was a single mother and I had to do for them. And so when I was, you know, the universe will throw you into this. When you're chosen, you know, the universe will make situations happen to force you into your solitude. You know, that's just period, right? So these past few days here, I've had this migraine and I'm thinking to myself, what is this here to show me? Because I have not encountered this in quite a while. And I knew it was something. I knew we were getting to like a gold mine here. And I have been dabbling a little bit in the emotion code. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with that, but if you're not, I really encourage you to go look at it, read about it. I first heard about it from some healer lady on Facebook who actually turned out to be a fucking bitch. So I'm not even going to give you her name. But, oh, there's people doing it for free on YouTube. Look up the Holistic Mystic. I don't know how to say her name, but it's like Yesenia, maybe. It's like Holistic Mystic and then her name that begins with a Y. Beautiful lady. But the basis of learning about this emotion code is that the pain stored in your body, and even before it turns itself into pain, it's a good idea to maybe do this. You identify what this is and then you clear it. And I was just in my bed and I'm laying there. I got myself all cozy and I am just dealing with this excruciating pain. And I'm sitting there literally finding myself grateful for this fucking excruciating pain, because I knew this was an opportunity to dive in. And so that's what I did. I kind of took what I knew from watching what she does and hearing about it, and I just kind of like was doing it to myself. I was like, okay, show me where this, show me where this pain is coming from. And I would find, like, I'd get flashes, from childhood. I'd get flashes from like early 20s, and then I would say, okay, let's clear and transmute this energy. And I could feel piece by piece of this pain energy leaving my head. I'm clearing this migraine with my pure knowledge of energetic work. And I'm sitting there grateful for this pain, amazed at myself of how far I've come, and how many like knowledge and tools that I have to do this for myself, and feeling like such a relief as it goes, and just like feeling proud of myself and like, wow. Now, it also turned out that some of it, a big chunk of it, was actually passed on to me from my lineage, from my mother, who was unable to clear this for herself. And as you know, when you clear for yourself, you're not only clearing your past, your past ancestry, you're clearing for your future too. So like me as a mom, this is powerful work because I'm a cycle breaker. I'm clearing this all. And this is stuff my kids won't have to deal with. And I was taken, and I was doing this for hours, you guys. Like, I was literally in bed for like 4 hours. I mean, it was nighttime. It was kind of like daytime too. When I get into these, it just so happens that the kids were, this is a weekend visit. I had plans to go to the fucking this live music show that I was like looking forward to, and I had on my calendar, and I wrote it down, and I made sure the kids were going to be gone because I really, really wanted to go. And the universe had other plans for me, and I had to just roll with it. Even though I was kind of like pissy, like my ego is kind of pissy because I'm like, God, I haven't had a fucking break, and at the beginning of my healing journey, I had to immerse myself so in depth to spiritual healing that I literally had no outside life, like literally, other than when my kids were with me. But even when they are, I still am doing spiritual healing when they're around too. Like, I had to basically give up the other aspects of my life, which I didn't really have a life at all. So, once I started healing and actually just even being able to go out again, being social again, starting to drive without my anxiety. Like, I literally cleared all the trauma that I had that was holding me back from doing what I wanted to do during that isolation. And I was like, wow, I read about like that isolation wasn't a punishment, it was preparation. And I'm like seeing that now. I'm feeling something is different. Something is different. Things are different. And it's because of the work I've been doing. and I'm seeing stuff now. And I never gave up. And it's taken me a really, really long time, you know? And I'm not done yet, but I really cleared so much this past few days. Like, I'm like, I did that. I did that. I laid there, and without the help of medication or anything, I went through memory after memory after emotion, and felt pop one by one, just energy leaving my head. And if you watch people do it, when, you know, anybody who knows how to do this, they do this thing like whoosh, like clear, like they do this thing. You know, I was just laying there comfortable, and I just kind of visualized this stuff, and I was just doing it like just connected into my body, connected into my soul. You know, calling on angels and light beings to kind of help guide this process. And, you know, if you got one of those migraines, sometimes it like kind of pulses behind your eyes. You know, when I got to clearing certain things, I could just feel this whoosh leave, and I'm like, wow, I'm feeling clearer. I'm feeling clearer. And so I started trying to, like, just not even trying, I was doing it. I was bringing up things like, okay, what was I holding on to from my dad's side, you know? And I felt a pulse in like an area of my brain, painful. Like this was something that was like, you know, you can ignore this stuff because you have to like go about your life sometimes. And I said, show me where this is stored. And I could feel this lit up like pulse, like this piercing pain. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, show me where that was. I just like feel into my heart. Show me what this was. And I seen a memory of my dad as a kid, you know, in what seemed as an abandonment situation. And I was like, oh, that's the fucking thing. That's it. And I cleared it, and I was like, wow, I feel like a new fucking person right now. And I'm still in the midst of this breakdown to break through, but I'm just like, wow, I feel like something amazing is like waiting for me. And that's why I just wanted to talk about this as soon as possible and not just wait until I'm like all the way good, because you guys, energetic healing and spiritual healing and this stuff does take a lot out of you. It is effort. It is hard work. And I got a pile of dishes because this is the priority. You know, healing is my priority. I mean, I'm in pajamas, you know, like it's my priority to do this. And I'm just really like, things have been shifting so much for me. Like, I don't know, it's been weird. Like, right after I seen that shaman Durek, like, something just fucking clicked for me about what they actually mean by gratitude, you know, because I never really thought about that like that. And for those of you who didn't see the video, I'll recap just a little because it's a super important message. You know, when you're writing down on your gratitude list, or you're just trying to think about gratitude, yeah, you're grateful that, oh, you got a free coffee in the line, or oh, you're grateful because, you know, something great happened. But basically the moral of the story is that most people, they're only being grateful for like the good things that are happening. And Shaman Durek basically said that's not that's not it. That's not genuine. You've got to truly feel grateful for the horrible things that happened to you. You've got to be grateful for the rape. You've got to be grateful for getting stabbed. You've got to be grateful for going broke and being homeless, or, you know, all this shit that he might have mentioned, you know, like you got to find true gratitude. And it's not something you can fake. That's kind of like surrender. You can't fucking fake that. You really cannot fucking fake that. When you get to a space where you truly surrender and you literally don't care, and I've done this on accident. I've not found out how to do it on purpose yet. I want to. I intend that I will learn and master the skill of surrendering on purpose. But I have seen immediate changes within a second, within a day, when you truly, truly surrender and you just feel so grateful for what you actually have and what is, that you know you're gonna be fine without this thing that you want so bad. You get it. You get it when you don't fucking want it. And I've seen smatterings of this come into play with Twin Flame. I've seen this happen to me when I finally had a daughter. I didn't even want one. I wanted a daughter so much. I've had 5 boys. I wanted a daughter so much that by the time I was pregnant with my 5th baby, I just found so much joy in my heart and gratitude that, wow, you know what? It's cool that I have all these boys. It's awesome. Like, these boys are amazing. Like, I don't know. I stopped wanting a daughter, and I thought, how cool is this that I'm about to have 5 boys? Like, I really got like super excited about having all these boys. And I was literally shocked when I went to the ultrasound, because at this point I was like, what? What? I thought I was having another boy. Like, I was finding so much gratitude when in every other situation I kind of went in there and I was secretly hoping for a girl. You know, I mean, obviously you just want a healthy baby, but you know, I was kind of hoping for a girl. And the minute I stopped, the minute I was just like, wow, I love having boys. This is going to be so cool. Who gets to have all these boys in a row, you know? Like, the girl, you know? And it's just, this has happened with people when I finally decide that I don't want to be with a guy anymore. Like, I'm loving my new life. I have, you know, things going for me. Comes back the next day. Like, what? Years of begging. You know, that happened with my karmic, my ex, but, you know, it's like, I've seen this happen multiple times in my life with huge things and with small things. And you can't fucking fake it. The universe does not respond to fake. You can pretend like you're surrendered, but you ain't. If you ain't, the universe fucking knows. You can't lie to yourself. Even if you're thinking on an egoic level, Um, you know, I feel like I had to really feel okay about being alone. Like, I feel like I'm okay. I've honestly, you guys, like, there's nothing I wanted more than a relationship. Like, I felt like that was the thing, the fucking thing. I am actually to a point where I'm like, so happy I don't have one. Like, and dudes are talking to me more now. And I don't want a relationship. I am actually very happy doing my own thing, not being told by anyone what the fuck to do. If I want to lay in my bed for 3 days straight in my pajamas and do healing, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do, you know? I just don't give a fuck about any of it. I just don't. And it's a lovely thing because I have a few guys that I really like and I really think they're hot and I really like spending time with them. And then I really like when I can end that time and come back to focus on my own self, focus on my goals, spend time with my kids, and do shit around my house, you know? And I like being able to wake up when I want, not worry if I look like shit, make the food I want. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, it would be cool to have somebody to like do shit around here, but like, I can invite one of them over to do shit and then still do what I want to do. Like, I don't know. I'm just at the point where like nobody's gonna fucking tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fucking free agent. If I want to go and I want to go spend some romance with this hot dude over here, and then 3 days later, I want to call up my ex because he gives a fabulous massage, and I want to go out with my girlfriend and go party and just be a flirt all night with other guys, that's what I'm going to do. And nobody's going to stop me. I mean, maybe it'd be a little different for my twin flame, but would it? I don't know. But you know, things are changing, and I've just had some really, really like, I want to call it magical, like feeling this way, feeling like, wow, I really fucking shifted all of that shit. My headache's gone, my migraine is gone, and I cleared it myself piece by piece. And I stayed up till like 4 in the morning last night, cuddled up with my cats, watching TV. And I went into the kitchen to get something. And I was just looking, you know, looking out the window at the cold winter. And I'm just like, I feel my life is changing. And I looked at the clock and it was 2:22. And I just got these tingles all over me. And I'm like, my life is changing. Something shifted. And I was just happy. Like I'm like, my work is fucking paying off, yo. Finally. And I've been manifesting really amazing things in my modeling career. Like, and then I went back and I was binge watching again, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna go head up to bed and do some meditating. I always meditate right before I fall asleep, and sometimes I play meditations like all night. But as I walked into the kitchen again, I saw 555, and I'm like, Spirit is with me. I'm guided. I am divinely guided. I am chosen. Like, I am feeling grateful for all this shit that I went through, because I went through all this bullshit so I could fucking clear this from planet Earth. Like, we're here to make a difference. And I finally feel like some shit that I'm doing is fucking making a difference in humanity and my fucking lineage. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because, you know, it's been a long fucking time. I encourage anyone who's younger than me to get into this healing as soon as possible. You know, I even do it with my kids. And it's like, I had all my kids deeply traumatized, deeply fucked up situations. And I just didn't know about healing. I encourage you to heal before you have kids. You know, I encourage you to heal. I really do. If there's anything that you're getting from watching me, you know, this shit is important. And I know manifesting is kind of a little bit of a hot topic. It has become a bit trendy. However, you have to understand, you're not manifesting from your conscious mind. You are manifesting from your subconscious and your unconscious. That means stuff you don't know about. What's stored in you, what you're made out of, what's been ingrained in you from society, from your ancestry, from your DNA. Some of us are here to dismantle this shit, and I am one of them. And if you're watching me, you're probably one of them too. We are the star seeds. We are the light workers. We are the twin flames. We are the 144K. And we're here and we're doing it. We're fucking doing it. The galactic warriors. We're here to break this fucking matrix. We are here to break these fucking patterns of toxicity that our ancestors had to live out. We're here to fucking break it. We're doing it. So I'm proud of you if you're doing this work. It's not easy, but it is worth it. Yeah, I can finally feel like I've crossed a threshold that I've been wondering if I'd ever get to. I've been doing this work so long, and I have not given up. I've taken a few breaks, getting kind of pissed off because I'm like, you know, God, how fucking much do I have to do? You know, but I'm not clearing just for myself. I'm clearing lines and bloodlines. Bloodlines not only to what I was born into, but who I had kids with. I'm doing this fucking work for everybody. And at some point, like, it was just, you know, if you're looking at scales, it's like, it's so far down and you got so far to go. And I think I finally fucking tipped that scale. I can feel it. I can fucking feel it. So, the 12/12 portal, this December this is a very pivotal time for me personally, and I didn't know it would be. But then I am like always going through things, and then I see memes a couple days later like, oh, okay, there's others going through this. This is a major shift, yo. This is a major shift in consciousness. So yeah, keep going, keep clearing.